Or should we throw a quick one up if y'all want?
Yeah, we can stand it.
Yeah, there we go. It's clear now. All right, everybody's ready?
Okay.
All right, Barak Yahweh, Barak Thou Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Thou Shai, the water, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Baruch Shai, Shalak, Harakah, Kodash, Al, Akiyam, La, Bana, Habakyar, the water, Twab. All right, so you go.
All right, Shalom, brothers, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Us brothers back at it again. You know, the Lord has blessed us with, you know, for us to be able to do it again, you know. And we here, you know, pushing the word, pushing the Lord's word, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, today's lesson is going to be entitled, The Lord Will Provide and Vengeance is the Lord will provide and vengeance is his. All right. So, you know, with that, we want to first and foremost give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, and salutations to you brothers out there pushing this truth. All right, so yeah, we just going to, you know, get straight into it because the sun is going down and shit. So we're going to try to make this quick as possible. But we're going to go into 1 Samuel 25 and start at the second verse. But after he read 26 right there.
Drop that Romans.
Yeah, after 1 Samuel 25 and 26, you can drop that Romans 12.
So this is 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 2. And it reads, it says, and there was a man in Maon whose possessions were in Carmel, and the man was very great, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, and he was shearing his sheep in Carmel. Now the name of the man was Nabal, and the name of his wife Abigail, and she was a woman of good understanding and a beautiful countenance.
Yeah, Nabal was a guy of the line of Caleb. All right, and he had a little wealth to him, and he was wicked himself, but his wife was you consider righteous. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
like a wise woman.
Like a wise woman, you know, upright woman. Okay.
It says, and she was a woman of good understanding and of a beautiful countenance. But the man was churlish,
meaning cruel,
and evil in his doings. And he was of the house of Caleb. And David heard in the wilderness that Nabal did shear his sheep. And David sent out 10 young men. And David said unto the young men, get you up to Carmel, and go to Nabal, and greet him in my name. And thus shall ye say to him that liveth in prosperity, peace be both to thee, and peace be to thine house, and peace be unto all that thou hast. And now I have heard that thou hast shearers. Now thy shepherds which were with us, we hurt them not, neither was there aught missing unto them, all the while they were in Carmel.
Right. Now, reason why I got this chapter and why we're reading it, because there's a lesson in this to learn from. You know, with Abigail and King David, there's a lesson, and you're gonna get what the lesson was. Okay, so keep reading up.
Verse 8, it says, ask thy young men, and they will show thee. Wherefore let the young man find favor in thine eyes, for we come in a good way.
Good day.
It's like in a good day. Give, I pray thee, whatsoever cometh to thine hand unto thy servants, to thy son David. And when David young men came, they spake to Nabal according to all those words in the name of David, and ceased.
Right, so this is David's man going to Nabal, asking him for help. You know what I'm saying? They've been on a journey for a day. They've been hungry. You know, and they just asking this guy in the bar if he could help them out, you know, with some food, water, you know what I'm saying, and they'll, you know, appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, it'll be a blessing,
right?
You know, but it's going, it's about to show, the scripture's about to say how Nabal answered King David, you know, in wickedness, man, you know, and that's, you know, it's a lot of Nabals. There's a lot of Nabals here on this earth today, man. That only care about themselves. That's never looking out for the next man. When the scriptures say you're supposed to be your brother's keeper, but you got men that got it, and they won't share it. They won't share it. They won't dish it out. They have abundance of things. You know, they have money. They have whips. You know, things that brothers could use, but they holding on it to it themselves. They not gonna share, you know, the stuff that they was blessed with. If you are a brother, you're gonna share. You know, you see a brother doing bad, you're gonna help him out on little certain things. If the Lord blessed you with abundance, then you're gonna share it, man. You know, what's the fun in having it all and not being able to share it, man? You know, and Yahweh Shai is a good example of that. Yahweh Shai, the Lord gave Yahweh Shai everything, and yet He want to share it with who? He want to share it with the elect. You know, so you know, it's not to be selfish. It's wicked, man. That's wicked, and the Lord don't like that. Okay. So go ahead, brother.
This is verse 10. It says, "And Nabal answered David's servants and said, Who is David? And who is the son of Jesse? There be many servants nowadays that break away every man from his master. Shall I then take my bread and my water and my flesh that I have killed from my shears and give it unto men whom I know not whence they be?" So David's young men turned their way and went again and came and told him all those sayings. And David said unto his men, Gird ye on every man his sword. And they girded on every man his sword.
Hey, King David was hot as hell, right? You know, after looking out for his sheep, you know, his men, you know, making sure nothing happened to him, making sure that his sheep don't go astray.
Right.
You know, he looked out. That was a that was a righteous thing King David did, you know, but when the ball turned him down after doing all that, you know, all night
he's hot.
Stayed up. Hey, King David was hot, man. He was like, you would put yourself in that situation, like, what?
Yeah. After you help somebody and then you ask them for help, they don't even want to help you.
And the dude got it.
And he got it.
He got it like nothing. Like that's easy work for him.
And he gave a wicked answer too.
He gave a wicked answer.
Like he got a proud, boastful answer.
like today, a nigga would say, "Nigga, I don't know you."
Right.
Nigga, please.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the way of saying it today.
Yeah.
So to speak, you know.
Yeah.
So it says, and David said unto his men, Gird ye on every man his sword. And they girded on every man his sword. And David also girded on his sword. And there went up after David about 400 men, and 200 abode by the stuff.
See, King David wasn't playing. About 400 men, you know. And so yeah, they was about to do some damage, man.
Right.
You know, King David's about to he's about to do some cutting, you know. And go ahead, brother.
It says, but one of the young men told Abigail, Nabal's wife, saying, Behold, David sent messengers out of the wilderness to salute our master, and he railed on them.
Because he said many. What did he say?
He said,
many servants have broke away from their masters nowadays.
Yeah.
Which he was referring to how King David was escaping away from King Saul.
Right.
You know, but he don't even understand that King Saul was trying to kill
Yeah.
King David. It wasn't no wicked flee from leaving wicked King Saul. He was trying to kill King David.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
It says, but the men were very good unto us, and we were not hurt, neither missed we anything, as long as we were conversant with them when we were in the fields. They were a wall unto us both by night and day, all the while we were with them keeping the sheep. Now therefore know and consider what thou wilt do, for evil is determined against our master and against all his household. For he is such a son of Belial, that a man cannot speak to him.
Yeah, son of Belial, worthless or wicked, you know?
Yeah.
He's just a wicked, worthless piece of crap, man.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and you know, like that's your...
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
That's your brother at that. You clearly see he's a Hebrew Israelite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just shun him away like he ain't nothing.
Right.
After he done helped you out, man.
Right. He could have had a bigger loss if King David would have never helped him.
Right, exactly.
Than what King David was even asking for.
Right. So go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, verse 18, then Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves and two bottles of wine and 5 sheep ready dressed, and 5 measures of parched corn, and 100 clusters of raisins, and 200 cakes of figs, and laid them on asses. And she said unto her servants, go on before me, for behold, or says, behold, I come after you. But she told not her husband Nabal.
Cause there's a reason why she didn't tell him, because she already knew. He's like, nah.
Yeah, he would.
Now, what are you doing? He probably would have cursed her the hell out.
Oh yeah, bro. Who knows what he would have had did to her?
You know, cursed her the hell out, and you know, took the shit back. You know, so that was a righteous thing that she did.
Probably slapped the hell out of her ass too.
Yeah. Cause that dude was wicked as hell, man.
Yeah, he what did it say? He was Churl or
Churl, man.
What'd you say?
Churlish, cruel. He was a cruel man.
Cruel motherfucker. You know?
Yeah.
You got certain cats out there like that's like that Ike Turner type spirit.
Yeah.
Ike Turner just want to slap you. You know what I'm saying and shit.
Yeah. For no reason. And
no reason and shit.
And you got guys out there, man. They just come in and just beat up on their wife and shit.
Fuck, bitch, fuck you, bitch.
You know, that's not cool, man. You know, I mean, shit, yeah, she get on the man nerves and shit. You know what I'm saying? She's the weaker vessel.
Right.
But you got to know how to balance things out, man. You can't just, you know, just beat up on your kids and your wife and shit because you having a fucked up day or some shit, man. That's not cool,
wickedness.
Man. You know?
That's wickedness.
Yeah, that's all
Scripture
wicked,
say
man.
you become one flesh.
Right.
And what, you gonna beat your own flesh?
Right.
You ain't gonna beat your own flesh.
And it also say, what is it? Be not a lion.
Yeah.
In thy house. You know, just ready to demolish anything moving, man.
Yeah. Cause you having a fucked up ass
You
day.
putting holes in the walls and shit for no reason and shit.
Motherfucker crack his cell phone screen because you fucking ain't got no control over your emotions.
Cell phone screen, windows busted. You coming out the pocket weekly because your anger. You don't know how to control it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I had a cousin like that, man. He was just a retard. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Leonard?
Yeah. He was just a damn retard.
And they get sock holes in the wall and
sock
get mad.
holes in the walls and shit.
Nigga, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah. You got guys like that. You go in their house and shit. They got 1 million holes in their walls. You already knew what they doing.
It's a perfect fist figure on the wall. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
This is verse 20. It says, and it was so as she rode on the ass that she came down by the
You could probably put it right here, maybe, bro. And see if it somehow.
Okay. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What you think?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
it says, and it was so.
I'm gonna check the filter, but y'all go ahead, bro.
It says, and it was so as she rode on the ass that she came down by the covert of the hill, and behold, David and his men came down against her, and she met them. Now David had said, surely in vain have I kept all that this fellow hath in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that pertained unto him. And he hath requited me evil for good.
Dude, damn. So like,
It's in verse 21.
yeah, like, can you read that verse over again? So like
Yep. It says, now David had said, surely in vain have I kept all that this fellow hath in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that pertained unto him. And he hath requited me evil for good.
Yeah, evil for good, man. And that's what he did, you know. And you got cats out there, man, that would do that to you, man. You know, it was a saying our grandmother used to say, you give a person sugar and give back shit. You know, my grandmother used to always say that. I don't know if y'all bros remember.
No, I don't remember that one, but it sounded like something she had said.
Yeah, she was from Louisiana.
Yeah, she was Levi.
You know, and she used to always say, I give out sugar and give back shit. You know?
Right.
I can hear her saying it now and shit.
Yeah, because that's how her daughters and her sons did her.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like the same thing. King David gave out sugar and he got back shit. You know, because it says and he hath requited me evil for good. So King David did good, him and his men, unto Nabal and his house. But Nabal was a wicked dude that had no understanding, no wisdom, no humility to him. And he was just a stubborn, stingy motherfucker, man.
Right.
That didn't want to share nothing he had, you know. And King David did good to him, and and the way he repaid King David was showing him. He showed him what do you call it?
Shit, like that saying you just said.
Yeah.
He gave him
Give him shit.
He gave him shit.
Yeah.
His brother just had another saying. His grandma used to say, "Fatten frogs for snakes." Sound like
fatten frogs for snakes. My grandmother would say. Because.
So it says, so and more also do the Most High unto the enemies of David. If I leave of all that pertain to him by the morning light any that, so I can read that again. If I leave of all that pertain to him by the morning light any that pisseth against the wall.
Meaning the men. Okay, so King David was really, he was gonna kill off all the men of Nabal's house, including Nabal.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
And when Abigail saw David, she hasted and lighted off the ass and fell before David on her face and bowed herself to the ground. And she fell at his feet and said, upon me, my lord, upon me let this iniquity be.
Man, ooh, just that right there, that shows a lot about that woman.
It shows a lot.
It shows a lot. She was willing to take the punishment for that wicked ass dude, her wicked ass husband. Really, all women should be in that spirit, man.
Right.
If they love their husband, that's how you know she loved him. Now he might not have been, you know, her Prince Charming, her her everything that she, you know, he might not have been perfect in her eyes, but she still showed him respect.
Yeah, it was her dude, you know.
Yeah.
That's who she ended up with.
Right. And it doesn't, you know, nowadays women, you know, basically it didn't matter how he looked or what type of person he was. She was the ride or die for him.
Yeah.
She was like, shit, put this on me.
Mhm.
You know? How the women should be today, man.
Right.
You know? But these women today, man, they're all messed up, man. They're all messed up. You know, they won't do nothing extra for you and shit. They're you know, it's time to eat. They'll throw a microwave dinner in that motherfucker, a couple noodles in the microwave.
You better go grab one of them banquets.
You know, a frozen burrito,
fucking colorful chicken nuggets. Fuck.
star-shaped chicken nuggets.
It's motherfucking green or is it molded? Fuck.
Yeah, these women today is like super watered down, man. You know, brother said hungry man. Yeah.
Two chickens in the hungry man. Fuck.
Couple noodles, you know what I'm saying? Hungry man and a couple noodles. That's all you get nowadays and shit.
Sugary ass Kool-Aid.
That motherfucker was 25 cents a whole picture.
Yeah, right. And here it is. She gathered up. What it say? She took 200 loaves, 2 bottles of wine, 5 sheep ready to dress, 5 measures of parched corn, 100 clusters of raisins, 200 cakes of figs, and laid them on the ass and ready to go.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even her husband.
Yeah.
It show you what her character, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord blessed her with a dope spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, the spirit that we can't wait to have of a woman again, man.
Right.
You know, and even with that spirit she had, the spirit that the Lord's gonna bless us with of these women, the women gonna be even doper than that.
Oh, yep. They gonna succeed her, yep.
They gonna be more doper than that, man. You know what I'm saying? So it showed you how the woman was back then, man. And now look at the women today. Trash.
Yeah.
All brothers can concur with that.
Dookie.
Trash. Okay? Trash. Continue, brother.
It says, and fell at his feet and said, upon me, my Lord, upon me, let this iniquity be. And let thine handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thine audience, and hear the words of thine handmaid.
Man, see, a woman just would have been talking.
You ain't finna come. Not my nigga.
Not mine. You got me fucked up.
You got me fucked up.
You know? And here it is. She begging that if she could talk.
Right.
Instead of just yapping her fucking mouth.
Right.
She's asking him like, Lord, please, you know, bowed her head and everything.
Right.
You know? Saying, put this iniquity upon me. Put this, what my wicked ass husband did upon me, and I'll take it.
Right.
You know, just let him and the man live. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Man, that shows a lot. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. It says, let not, my Lord, I pray thee, regard this man of Belial, even Nabal. For as his name is, so is he.
Yeah, and his name, I looked it up, it means fool.
Yeah. Fool.
So he's just an old fool and shit.
Damn, he named after fool. Damn, you know that was a nomen omen.
And
What
this
the
woman knew.
fuck?
This woman like, yeah, my husband is very foolish.
Yeah.
You know, so as his name is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, see, when you got named something,
Yeah.
it wasn't just, I'm gonna name him DeAndre.
I know, what the fuck?
You know? You don't even know what the hell
Mm-hmm.
does DeAndre mean and shit.
Yeah.
You just didn't have a name, just named anything. A name was named in the spirit. That name fits you from the time you was a infant on the
Mhm.
time you got old. That name, that fits your spirit.
It fits you.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And now niggas get named anything and shit. You got
fuck-
women getting named Lexus and,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Dope
like
shade.
Mercedes.
Go Bonnie.
Just because it sound good and shit. You know?
You probably look it up. It goes back to I worship Satan.
Yeah.
You know, don't even know it and shit. Worshiper of Satan and shit.
Yeah.
Wonder why when his kid get older, this motherfucker just wicked as all hell.
Yeah. Yeah. You got some Northern Kingdom out there, their name is Esau.
Oh yep, he showed you.
Literally named Esau.
Right.
And the parents just named them anything and shit because
Yeah.
it sound good, or that shit don't even sound good. Esau don't even sound good.
Nah,
So
that
I don't
shit
know what the
sounds
hell
terrible.
the parents is thinking on that one. you know, the Quana, Lucretia and shit.
Yeah, motherfuckers name their daughter Obamanisha.
Damn.
Dealing with this nigga when he got into office.
Obamanisha.
Now their daughter name is Obamanisha. That's fucked up.
That's super fucked up. Damn.
Tell people to call her Nisha.
You might as well call her Abomination, man.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, Nabal is his name, and folly is with him. But I, thine handmaid, saw not the young man of my Lord, whom thou didst send.
Right, because if she would have seen it, she would have somehow tried to change his mind. Like, no, my Lord, this is, this is a good man, and she would have been overruled because her wicked ass husband would have been like, nah, called her a bitch, and that, back then would have called her out her name.
Yeah.
Today you would have called her a bitch, but back then, she would have probably been called
whatever.
You silly dog.
You perverse one. And back then, you deal with your woman, and you didn't have no domestic violence and all that shit. You
Right.
just slap the shit out of her and put her in a fucking room, or put her up, or just put her away.
Yeah.
I would rather say
Yeah,
put her away. However that meant back then.
Right.
And she would have to just deal with it.
Right. So he would have probably called her all type of dogs back then and shit.
Right.
The equivalent of bitch today.
Right.
So go ahead, brother.
Verse 26. Now therefore, my Lord, as the Lord liveth, as thy soul liveth, seeing the Lord hath withholden thee from coming to shed blood, and from avenging thyself with thine own hand, now let thine enemies and they that seek evil to my Lord be as Nabal.
Be as Nabal. Okay, so it's not good to avenge thyself. Okay, because vengeance is whose? The vengeance is the Lord's, man. And somebody have done you wrong, then they're gonna get repaid for that shit. We don't have to do nothing. See, the Lord fight our battles, man. The Lord is gonna smooth everything out, and the Lord gets the last say so at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we ain't got to do nothing but put our trust into Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and the Lord's gonna fix everything.
I see why you caught that Roman, because I didn't know it was that. But I was thinking to say right now, render not you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and read that one, bro.
You want to read it right
that
now?
Romans?
Yep. This is Romans 12 and 17. It says, recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Right. So that's, we're not supposed to try to pay back a person just because they done you some wickedness. You ain't supposed to do wickedness unto them because they done wickedness unto you. Right. The Lord is the one that's going to pay them back. So we don't have to do nothing. We just, just put, like I say, put all trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and the Lord's going to do the rest, man. There's guys that got me over, man. But I can't just fucking just, goddamn motherfucker. So like it was fucking spider and shit coming down. Yeah, I just can't fucking just decide to just go repay everybody that fucking did me harm and shit.
Right.
It'd be a lot of motherfuckers I have to get, man.
And that's how Satan get you too.
Yeah. So I'd be dodging bullets every time and shit. Because I wanted to get that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We gotta let the Lord get them, man. And the Lord gonna get them better than what we can do any day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
verse 18 says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceable with all men.
Right. So that's what it's hard sometimes. But hey man, you just gotta swallow that shit, swallow your pride, and just let it. Just say to yourself, hey man, fuck it, I don't like this dude, but I'm not gonna fucking be as I ain't gonna stoop low to his low as he is.
Yeah.
He ain't worth it, man. I'm gonna let the Lord get him, because I know it's a lot of guys out there that's getting over you brothers that might have hurt you. and my, you know, whether it's your mechanic, he lied to you and say it was this part, and you coming to find out the motherfucker lied and shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't pay for some shit that you didn't need to pay for, or he done broke some shit and didn't tell you. You done overpaid him because he done said it was this and that, and you found out it wasn't so.
Right.
Or your uncle or your auntie or your brother got over on you some shit, man. You know, and you wanted to kick their ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Well, you gotta let the Lord deal, man. The Lord he's coming back for, believe me, he's coming back for all these dudes that got over on us.
Yeah.
How we feel when we get hurt from a motherfucking, because we take our kindness for weakness. And sometimes we tend to treat other people just like we treat brothers, man. Because we're so used to it. And people see that as weakness. We don't know how to treat people fucked up. Because we've been in the truth long enough to know to treat all people with respect, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether they are heathen or not, man.
Mm-hmm.
I try to treat heathens as good as any other man, man.
Right.
As good as I treat a brother, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause that's just how that's just in our spirit, man.
Right.
You know? We know they heathens. We know they wicked as all hell. But that don't mean just, you know, motherfucker, you's a heathen, you this and that, the Lord gonna kill you, and you know, that's an ignorant motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't know what the hell really going on.
Right.
He just know he an Israelite, and that the Israelites is the #1 people on the planet. That's all you know.
Right.
But the Israelites is in slavery, motherfucker. And we gotta we became the tail, as the curses said. We became the tail.
Right.
You know, we under.
And hey, Abraham showed us how to do it, man.
Right.
Abraham showed us how to do it. The Lord showed us how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Great man, Job. Hey, great man showed us how to treat people that tend to treat you like shit, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You just keep being the person you are, man. And the Lord is gonna fight your battles, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is gonna look after you, and the Lord is gonna get revenge for you, man. And that day you're gonna feel that get back.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel that get back. The Lord gonna let you feel that get back as well as him getting back at those motherfuckers that got you, man. You know?
I got a quick one, bro.
Come on, brother.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 27, verse 2. It says, as a nail sticketh fast between the jointings of the stones, so doth sin stick close between buying and selling. Right? Because you had brought the example of a mechanic, or just, you know, any wicked salesman out there, man. You know, like the brother was saying, we know brothers didn't got over on. You know what I'm saying? It happens in this wicked ass society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody sell you something and it don't be what they say it was. You know what I'm saying?
All type of shit.
All type of shit. So you immediately want to get revenge on that dude.
Right.
But you gotta think of it like, man, the Lord had me run across his wicked ass because he gonna get judged.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Because
right.
now you're gonna throw some curses on his ass.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
And we just gotta wait on the Lord, like brother said, to fight our battles, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got certain incidents where certain get jacked up sooner than others.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been brothers put curses on a man that next week over, that motherfucker's in jail, he got his third strike or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey. Yep.
He got his third strike a week later.
Oh, he lost his woman left him.
She
Committed
dipping
adultery.
she dipping in his whip.
Whip.
She got another nigga in his whip. That nigga in his he in jail.
You know? The Lord will get your ass, man. The Lord will get you.
Or
man.
even strike your ass with fucking cancer somewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, people are
Tear your
dealing with
body
that.
up. Yep. Hey, the Lord will get you in many ways, man. The Lord is the king of terrors, man. The Lord know how to get you. So.
Oh, chew your penis on. Goddamn.
God damn. Yeah.
That was it, bro.
Come on, brother.
You back in, Red.
Yep.
This back in Romans 12 and 19, it says, Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto the wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore,
Right. So,
Mhm.
avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. So the Lord is going to repay. So we ain't got to do nothing. We ain't got to do no extra stuff. You know, yeah, we're going to get mad, but know how to control your anger.
yeah, be angry.
But sin not. Yep. That was
Yeah.
on my, that was
Yeah,
one
on
of
the
the scriptures
list.
on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You continue, brother.
Yep. It says, therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head.
Right. So hey, that's what Nabal should have did, man.
Yeah.
He should have if he felt like he was an enemy, he should have still fed him, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, he should have. Seeing that King David was of a great status like that.
Right.
Who was to say that King David would have came into power? He did.
Yeah.
So what would have had happened in the ball when he came into power?
Right.
He would have been through.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of motherfuckers out there treat us like shit, not knowing who we are.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and Lord willing, we are those men. So when the Lord
yeah.
actually
Oh, man.
give us that power and we find out that we're the elect, those
Oh,
people
yeah.
are through, man.
They're done.
Lord willing.
Those people that treated us like shit, that shunned us away, cursed us out, cursed our power out in our face,
Right.
didn't want to feed us, our family treated us like shit.
Right.
All these people gonna be, all you, hey, payback, man, is a bitch, man.
No, yeah, you're gonna get fucked up.
You gonna get jacked up, man. The Lord gonna get you, man.
And that's one of the things. One of your favorite scriptures say the downfall of your enemies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
They a part of that, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they heard that. They don't even know.
yeah,
You know.
yep. Hey, yeah, the Lord gonna get you, man. The Lord is gonna get each and every last one of you devils, man. Okay, you not getting away with nothing, man.
Mhm.
Nothing, okay? Because did Nabal get away with anything?
No.
You about to see. If you ain't never read the story, you about to see what happened to this dude, man.
Mm-hmm. It got one more verse. I don't
Go
know if
ahead,
you want it, bro.
Uh,
It says, you want to hear?
yeah, come.
Yeah, it says, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
Overcome evil with good. What's the saying today is kill him with kindness.
Right, Kevin Carnes.
Kill him with kindness, man. You know, a motherfucker. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, you know.
Mhm.
But
It's bad.
sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Okay, man, I'm gonna kill him with kindness, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
It's better that way, because then you ain't gotta worry about having no enemies, man. You know
Right.
Because if you automatically striking back with evil, oh, this motherfucker did evil to me, but watch what I do to him.
right?
Now you got an enemy.
And he'll try to get you worse than
Right.
You got him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You got motherfuckers out there that say, he should have killed me. He should have killed me. Why?
Yeah.
Because they finna come back.
For the comeback blasted.
yeah, yep,
They finna come back with some super shit.
yep,
That was it, though.
yeah. So let's go back to where we was, and after 1 Samuel, what is it?
I left off at 26.
Okay, after 29, bro, my caller,
Mm-hmm.
you could get Isaiah 54 and 17.
So this is back in 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 26. It says, now therefore, my Lord, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, seeing the Lord hath withholden thee from coming to shed blood, and from avenging thyself with thine own hand, now let thine enemies and they that seek evil to my Lord be as Nabal.
Mm-hmm.
And now this blessing which thine handmaid have brought unto my Lord, let it even be given unto the young men that follow my Lord.
Yeah, that was a blessing. And the title of the lesson was the Lord will provide, and that's what the Lord provide, and vengeance is His. So, right there, the Lord provided, man. You know, the Lord provided. Okay, what did the Lord provide? The Lord provided King David and his men with food that was needed. Okay, in verse 18 to tell you what Abigail brought. Okay, so she came with it, man. That was of the Lord. The Lord seen and knew that King David and his men needed food. So what did the Lord do? He put in the woman to bring them food. We ain't gotta worry about nothing, man. Times is getting so heavy and tough right now. You gotta have that faith, man. You gotta have that faith, and you gotta know that the Lord's gonna provide for you and your family, the brothers. You know what I'm saying? If you've been doing the Lord's work, the Lord is going to provide for you, man. You don't need to think, how am I going to eat today? How am I going to eat tomorrow? The Lord is going to make a way.
Right.
He's going to use whoever He's going to use to make it, to make you have that, to feed you, man, basically. Okay? Whether it's your enemy, your brother, or whoever, man. He could use your enemy.
Yeah.
You know? So the Lord will provide, man. All right? So go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, I pray thee, forgive the trespass of thine handmaid, for the Lord will certainly make my Lord a sure house, because my Lord fighteth the battles of the Lord.
And that's what we do, man. Okay? King David, he was fighting battles on a physical tip. Okay? And nowadays, we're fighting the battles on a spiritual tip, man. Okay? And if we're fighting for the Lord's going to fight for us. Okay? Don't the scriptures say,
What the fight for the Lord, strive for the truth to death?
Yeah, strive for the truth to death.
And the Lord shall fight for
and
thee.
the Lord shall fight for thee.
Yep.
You know? So the Lord's going to fight for us, man. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
It says,
It says, and evil have not been found.
Okay, yeah. And evil have not been found in thee all thy days. Yet a man is risen to pursue thee and to seek thy soul, but the soul of my Lord shall be bound in the bundle of life with the Lord thy power. And the souls of thine enemies, them shall he sling out as out of the middle of his sling.
Man, that's funny how they use it. How she used the sling. You know, because you know King David took down Goliath with the sling. You know, and that risen, get a man is risen to pursue thee and seek thy soul. That's Saul.
Right.
You know, so she had some understanding, man.
Right.
You know, news got around back then. You know, everything was spiritual back then, man. You know, they didn't have no internet to where they go on the internet and they get the latest info of the day and shit of the week. You know, that's why you gotta be circumspect, man. Knowing what's going on around you. You know. Continue, brother. Wait, did I say? Yeah, verse 29. Now get that Isaiah 54:17.
This Isaiah 54:17. It says, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord."
Right. So no weapon formed against us shall prosper, man. You know, no weapon. I don't care if you know voodoo. You know, you know jujitsu.
Yeah.
You know, you got some goons. You know what I'm saying? You might have a gun. Whatever it is, whatever you consider getting back at us, man. All those weapons can't be used against us because the Lord is just not gonna let us fall into the hand of a nigga that's just in his emotions. He's just in his emotions. Man, I'm mad.
So he go out and start fucking people up.
The next nigga that look at me it's on. You just happen to walk past and look at this dude, and the Lord ain't gonna let you fall in the hand of this nigga. Because first of all, you gonna use wisdom on that dude.
Right.
You know, and the Lord's gonna be with you, man.
Right.
And somehow the Lord gonna have it to that nigga's gonna be crushed.
Right.
You know. So you read 29 again, bro, Baba Kusha?
Yep. It says, "Yet a man is risen to pursue thee and to seek thy soul, but the soul of my Lord shall be bound in the bundle of life."
Right, in the bundle of life. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is going to be with him. Okay? And whatever you pursue him, it ain't gonna prosper, man. Because no weapon is formed against us shall prosper. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
God. It says, in the bundle of life with the Lord thy power, and the souls of thine enemies, them shall he sling out as out of the middle of a sling.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass when the Lord shall have done to my Lord according to all the good that he hath spoken concerning thee, and shall have appointed thee ruler over Israel, that this shall be no grief unto thee.
Right. So like I forgot a scripture. If you could grab Isaiah 41:8.
Okay.
And you could read that through 17, bro.
Alright. This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 8.
And I had yeah, come on. Let me get it. Isaiah. You go ahead, bro.
It says, "But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. Thou whom I have taken from the end of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away.
Mm-hmm.
Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power."
Right. So we have nothing to fear, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us. So we can pursue, hey, the Lord's gonna be with us.
Yeah.
Okay? Whether it's a fearful thing at the time, but just know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us. At the end of the day, man, whatever happened, if we die, we of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee."
He will strengthen us. He will help thee. Hey, didn't King David say he teaches my hand to war?
Yeah.
So you never know if the Lord just give you that power right there.
Mm-hmm.
You running from your enemies, and all of a sudden you running and start floating and shit. You next thing you in the air, you like, oh, you could feel the power in you, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord just give you that power. You like a Super Saiyan and shit, and just start going ham on motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. It says, "I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded."
And confounded, ashamed and confounded. So everybody that's against us, man, you know, they're gonna be ashamed and confounded, man. You know, especially when they find out, when they wake their black ass back up in the kingdom, they find out what men we were. They're gonna be ashamed.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be asking for forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Got a quick one.
Come on, brother.
It's Proverbs 21:30. It says, "There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord."
Yeah.
So they think they're coming against us, but they coming against Yahweh Shem
Hey,
Yahushua, man. You
yeah,
know? And there's
yeah.
no wisdom or counsel against the Lord, man.
Yeah.
So
right.
that's why they're gonna be feeling ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Yeah.
Yep. It says, "They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish."
Oh, look at that. They shall be as nothing. And they that what does it say?
That strive with thee shall perish.
Shall perish. So you're gonna die. You know, you're gonna die. The Lord gonna have it to where all that evil you was thinking on a brother to put on the brother is you're gonna fall into your own ditch.
Yep.
Your own little pit you got set up for a brother, you gonna fall into that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Lord ain't gonna let no brother go over no weak dude, man. He don't know the truth. He don't know nothing but emotions like a woman.
Yeah.
You think the Lord gonna let him just fall to a little simple ass dude like that? Hell no.
Yeah. It says, "Thou shalt seek them and shalt not find them, even them that contend with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught."
Look at that. It's basically the same thing, of the thing of not, you know.
Yep. It says, "For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee."
Lord is gonna help us, man. The Lord is gonna help us, you know. And this is for these times to come, man. The Lord is going to help us, man. These heavy ass fucking times to come, the Lord is going to help us. The Lord is going to provide for us. The Lord is going to avenge us, man. The Lord is going to protect us and guide us.
Mm-hmm.
You know? The Lord is with us now, man. We got angels right now that's with us right now. That's being controlled of Yahweh Bashim Shah. We got protection, man.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if other people can't see it, man. We believe it. And when you believe something so much,
It manifests.
Yes, it manifests. You know?
Yep. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff."
Man, spiritual power the Lord is gonna give us, man.
Yeah.
You know? And with that, we'll be able to have vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be able to get vengeance. Get our oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
Get the ones who did us wrong. Our enemies. You know? Them damn evildoers, man. We're gonna get them, man. The Lord He's gonna see to that.
Yep.
That's gonna be a joy in us. That's one of the things that us brothers want is revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Payback, man.
Yep.
You know? Hey, Yahweh Shai gonna get his payback, right?
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai can't wait to get his payback. We're gonna be heirs with Yahweh Shai, so we're gonna get payback as well.
Yeah. Yep. It says, "Thou shalt fend them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel."
Man.
Yep.
Hey, the Lord ain't playing, man. The Lord is not playing. What I told you to go to.
To 17, right?
Did I?
Or just 16?
Yes. Wait, this is 17. So like, bro.
Yep. It says, "When the poor and the needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue felleth for thirst, the Lord will hear them, and the power of Israel will not forsake them."
Look at that. So we down and out, man. Hey, the Lord's gonna look after us, man. He's gonna provide. He's gonna feed us. Okay, he's gonna give us whatever we need to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shalom, GMS Shira. Shalom.
Shalom, Mark.
You know, he's gonna provide, man. Like he's providing now. He's been providing, man. Hey, when I was in the world doing my wicked ass shit, man, he was providing. I was doing all type of wicked shit in the world, man.
Yeah.
The Lord took me out of that state, and he's providing for me now, and he was providing for me even when I was doing wickedness, man.
Yeah.
You know? So what makes you think that the Lord is not going to provide for you now that you're doing his work?
Right, right.
That you're doing what's pleasing in his sight. He's going to provide for you even more so, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So going back to
Samuel 25.
1 Samuel, so like
25 and what? And 31. Yeah, 31. Yep.
Yeah, come. Yep.
1 Samuel 25.
And when it's matter of fact, so like it, bro. When it's when you get to 39, you get Psalm 54 and 1.
It says, "That this shall be no grief unto thee, nor offense of heart unto my Lord, either that thou hast shed blood causelessness, or that my Lord have avenged himself. But when the Lord shall have dealt well with my Lord, then remember thine handmaid." And David said to Abigail, "Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, which sent thee this day to meet me. And blessed be..."
You know what, Salakia, bro? Can you read 31 again?
Yep.
Salakia, brother.
It says, "That this shall be no grief unto thee, nor offense of heart unto my Lord, either that thou hast shed blood causeless, or that thy Lord have avenged himself."
Right. So she's basically is trying to stop him from doing something that he will regret.
Yeah, regret later.
You know, and that was a beautiful thing she did, man, because she actually, you know, stopped him from doing something he would regret, and that the Lord will punish him for.
Right.
You know, avenging himself, something that the Lord don't like, because vengeance is the Lord's, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, but when the Lord have dealt well with thy Lord, then remember thine handmaid. And David said to Abigail, blessed be the Lord power of Israel, which sent thee this day to meet me. And blessed be thy advice, and blessed be thou.
See, and King David knew that was good advice.
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking like, damn, you right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit. I'm glad I didn't do that shit. The Lord probably would have jacked me up.
Yeah.
You know? Because really, Nabal, even though he turned him down, it wasn't really a sin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't really didn't do nothing wrong, but he just, you know, he was just,
You're just a foolish man.
yeah, just foolish, not thinking, not, you know, knowing who King David really was.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, you know, you supposed to help your brother out, though. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to help your brother out.
Right.
You know, but as far as like him actually doing some physical harm or something like that, he didn't do that to King David. He just denied him. You know, but King David was like, "Fuck that! Hey, I'm finna kill this motherfucker. I ain't just finna kill him. I'm finna kill everybody that pissed by the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that got a rod gonna be put to death."
Right.
You know. Go ahead, brother.
And he said, and blessed be thy advice, and blessed be thou, which has kept me this day from coming to shed blood, and from avenging myself with my own hand.
See, and from avenging myself with my own hand. See, he knew, like, damn, you know what? Fuck. This is some good advice. I was about to avenge myself. And he, you know, he said the water to her. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, for in very deed, as the Lord power of Israel liveth, which have kept me back from hurting thee, except thou hast hasted and come to meet me, surely there had not been left unto Nabal by the morning light any that pisseth against the wall.
See, King David wasn't playing.
Right, 'cause he bought, what, 400 men?
400.
He's gonna go to work.
He bought 400. He said, well, with swords, even King David had his sword, so he was about to, you know, get the cutting motherfuckers. You know. Go ahead, bro.
It says, so David received of her hand that which she had brought him, and said unto her, go up in peace to thine house. See, I have hearkened to thy voice, and have accepted thy person. And Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he held a feast in his house, like the feast of a king. And Nabal's heart was merry within him.
Look at that, like a feast of a king, but yet he could not give no food to King David and his man for helping them. So a feast, that means you got a lot of food. You got a lot of food, a lot of drink, you know, abundance of things. You know, but yet you couldn't help this man, and he helped you, and he helped, you know, if it wasn't for him, your man probably been fucked up, and your fucking
your whole everybody in the house.
Yeah, the sheep would have been just, who knows, man. You know. Go ahead, buddy.
It says, and Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he held a feast in his house, like the feast of a king. And Nabal's heart was merry within him, for he was very drunken. Wherefore she told him nothing, less or more, until the morning light.
Yeah, because she would have told him right there. He, you know, you tell a drunk, cruel dude something while he drunk, and what? Come here. You know, I want to choke her out,
kill her,
body slam her.
He came here.
You gave him what? You gave him what? Yeah, right.
My stuff. I work hard for.
You dog. You know. Oh, damn. Go ahead, bro.
It says, but it came to pass in the morning when the wine was gone out of Nabal, and his wife had told him these things, that his heart died within him, and he became as a stone.
Right. So he had a stroke and was like paralyzed, man.
Yeah.
He had a stroke. You know, like, oh, you know,
The
Lord,
Lord got him quick.
Lord got his ass right there.
Yeah, quick as fuck.
You know, got him.
Mhm.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah, so that's why I named this lesson the Lord will provide, because the Lord provided for King David and his men, and vengeance is his, you know.
Mhm.
And vengeance is vengeance is the Lord's, man, because you see what happened. He repaid his ass, man. The Lord repaid his ass. The vengeance, he got the vengeance of the Lord on him.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said, you know, what we're thinking to do to a motherfucker, the Lord could do worse, man. And in this case, that's what the Lord did. He did worse. You know, he made his ass have a stroke.
Yeah, bro.
You know, had his ass have a stroke. He was just, you can just imagine how he went. He just, it just, you know, stiff and shit. Just, you know, life damn near going out of his ass. And what did it say? 38?
It says, and it came to pass about 10 days after that the Lord smote Nabal that he died.
See,
So he suffered.
yeah.
He fucking suffered,
Yeah, so
bro.
he was 10 days.
He was like a vegetable,
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
what happened too when you had them strokes.
Mm-hmm.
It leaves you with nerve damage.
Right.
So I knew a cat. He had a stroke, and when he smiled, this side of his face didn't work.
Oh,
So he was just like, "Bleh,
damn.
bleh." He just
Nate Dogg.
Oh, yeah, Nate Dogg,
Dogg.
yeah.
Walk again.
Talk again.
yeah.
Yeah, see? So the Lord will get your ass, man.
And the Lord eventually got him.
The Lord eventually
Yeah,
got
he
him.
got his ass.
Got him. So we don't need to do nothing. We don't need to get revenge for a person, even though we want to. The flesh want to bad as a motherfucker. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, shit. When motherfuckers do me wrong, man, I be ready to take off on their ass right then and there, man. You know? Who am I to say, oh, I can control the flesh like that? No. I be ready to fuck their ass up, man.
Yeah.
Anybody do something to me, I want to get them right then and there, man.
Mhm.
Fuck waiting. But I gotta recall, I gotta
The
go back to
scriptures
the
say.
scripts,
Mhm.
you know, and how the man did it back then, how the Lord wants us to do it. Because if we act on our own, on our
Impulses.
own impulse, you know, then
We gonna,
you
we gonna
acting
be,
wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna be just as guilty as
Right.
the person who did something. to us.
Exactly. We're gonna be judged as well. So it's best to let that dude get judged by himself, man. And the Lord gonna get his ass.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a month, a year, 2 years. The Lord gonna still get him. The Lord gonna get him. You know, there's a lot of cats thinking they done got away because they done somebody wrong. Oh yeah, or stole something from a brother. Yeah, I done got that nigga for 300.
Yeah.
You know, your ass gonna get it, man. You gonna get it eventually. It's gonna be when you least expect it. That's the most crucialist.
Yeah, that's the crucial part.
You know. So you ain't got away with shit, man.
God damn it.
So Psalm 54 and
Psalms 54 and
1, I believe. Yeah,
right
Psalm.
at the top.
Yeah,
1
come,
through 7.
come.
This is Psalms 54 and 1. It says, "Save me, O power, by thy name, and judge me by thy strength. Hear my prayer, O power. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set the Most High before them."
Right. They ain't set the Heavenly Father before them. They're just thinking of I want to kill. Get him. Payback. I hate this dude. You know? They don't have Yahweh Shemel Shai with them, though. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Behold, the Most High is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. it says, he shall reward evil unto my enemies, cut them off in thy truth. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name, O Lord, for it is good. For he that delivered me out of all troubles, and my eyes have seen his desire upon my enemies.
And that's what King David seen upon his enemy, Nabal, man.
Yeah, you seen it.
You know?
And his wife became King David's.
Right. And now, and that was another blessing.
That was another blessing.
That was another blessing that the Lord blessed him with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That dude died and King David took his
Bless, he said, bless me.
Oh.
Read it, bro.
Yeah, God.
Blessed be the Lord.
yeah, God.
This is verse 39.
Oh,
It says,
shit.
and when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, blessed be the Lord. It said, blessed be the Lord that have pleaded my cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal, and kept his servant from evil.
So it would have been evil.
It would have been evil. And that was, and the Lord used Abigail. See, the Lord, man, you see how the Lord did that? The Lord used Abigail to save him from doing wickedness, man.
Yeah. Lord can use anything.
Anything.
A woman, a fucking bug, a rock. He can use anything, bro.
The Lord, man, the Lord used Abigail, which is a woman of understanding, to save him from doing some wickedness against his own soul, man. You know? Man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Start from the top again at 39, Brother Barbershop.
It says, and when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, blessed be the Lord that have pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal, and have kept his servant from evil. For the Lord hath returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head.
Upon his own head. So all these guys that wish wickedness upon us, it's gonna come back upon you, man. It's gonna come back upon you. I don't care who you are. If you thought it, it's gonna come upon you, man.
Yeah.
You walk past the camp and you wish evil upon us, it's gonna come upon you, man.
Yeah.
Everything, all you wicked ass niggas, man. You know, and the Lord is starting to put major judgment on wicked niggas, man.
Yeah.
On wicked ass niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know, and we can see it. You know, this ain't the time to be playing around with the Lord, man.
Yeah.
This is the time to repent.
Yeah.
You know, ask for forgiveness, man. Straight up.
Yeah, I got a quick one out.
Come on.
This Genesis 12:3, it says, I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed.
Hey, look at that. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee, man. And that's what happened to Nabal. He wished ill towards King David because he knew what happened if a person don't eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So that's ill. That he wished ill towards him, evil towards him. You know? So what happened? It came upon his own ass, man. You know, he had a stroke.
Yeah.
You know?
Nigga, and he suffered 10 days.
He lost everything, man. He lost his life, he lost his wife.
All his goods.
All his goods, everything, man. He was just a fool, what his name is.
Yep.
Just a damn foolish man, man. You know?
Old fool.
You old fool.
The Lord probably spared him many times throughout his life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before he actually got him.
Right.
Yeah, that's how the
Before
Lord
he
does
actually
it.
got him. Yep.
That's how the Lord does it.
Yep. Hey, that's beautiful. You can finish that out, 39 out.
It says, and David sent and communed with Abigail to take him to wife.
Look at that. So at the end of the day,
He lost his wife
he
too.
lost his wife. He lost and she was actually a good woman, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's what a brother want. That's what brothers want nowadays is a good wife, man.
Yeah.
Someone that a pillar of rest, someone that's good to them.
Yeah.
You know, that could really like have a little understanding of what the brother is going through and be that pillar of rest, man.
Yeah.
Instead of, well, nigga, I don't want to hear that shit. You know?
I don't never get to go nowhere.
I don't never get to go nowhere. You going on Saturday and shit with the brothers. Y'all over there doing whatever y'all want to do.
Like we having fun.
You know?
Like we just having a blast.
We just living it up and shit. Right?
What the fuck? We going to preach the word, man.
You know? All the elements is fucking with us. The heat.
People irritating you.
You know, you got drunks and shit. We don't know if we're gonna get fucking hemmed up by the police or whatever it is, man.
Yeah.
You know? The woman don't even take consideration of that shit.
Standing up you gotta stand up for hours.
Right.
And like I heard the apostles said, all the years they've been out there standing up doing the word, your body never gets used to that. It always still the same like the first day. When you standing up all day like that, it's like your legs get, restless.
Yeah. Brother, she's supposed to be our rest, not a damn hyena. That's all you hear is damn. So let's get some scripts and we just close them some more scripts. Let's get 1 Peter 3:12.
Yeah.
And you get 1 Peter 3:17.
This 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil."
Mm-hmm. And that's what, the Lord was against Nabal, man. And it's like I said, it's a lot of Nabals out there. It's a lot of wicked Jake out there that act just like Nabal, worse, man.
Yeah.
You know, they will not help their brother. They wish evil upon them. You know, they got it, but they just like, hell no, shit. You know?
You got a fucking freezer full of wings.
Freezer full of shit.
But you letting him stay at your house.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with Jake? Like, man, can I get a couple of them wings?
Yeah.
Oh, man, why you want to get... Nigga, you staying in my house and not in the room that I provided for you.
Now, that would be some wicked shit right there. You have a dude that's staying with you, and he go out shopping, and you gotta beg him for shit?
Yeah, you gotta ask him. You ain't charging him no rent, no nothing.
I remember it was a guy in the camp like that. I don't want to mention his name, but
that's why I said
y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he had a fucking freezer. You know, he got his little shit in the freezer. But motherfucker, you staying in our house.
He put his name on it.
He put his name on it. Yeah, like brothers eat like, we don't eat like hyenas. We ain't in the world. We don't eat like that no more.
Yeah, right.
Which is the little bit that you do have. It's like, damn, I can't get a couple of them shits.
Man, bro.
Yeah, that's why he out of there.
Yeah, he out of there. Oh man, but yeah, that scripture was plain, man. Let's go to the 17th verse.
1 Peter 3:17, it says, "For it is better if the will of the Most High be so that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing."
Right. You suffer for and that in that sense, King David suffered for well doing, man, because he helped Nabal out, man.
Yeah.
You know, they put their hands together and they formed a circle to where the sheep didn't go nowhere. You know, but he suffered for that. You know, he suffered for that. Instead of them maybe looking for some food or something like that, they was up all night making sure nothing happened to his sheep, man.
Yeah, his sheep.
You know, as well as his men.
Yeah.
You know, so he suffered. It's better to suffer. It says, "For it is better if the will of Yahweh shall be so, that ye suffer for well doing than for evil doing."
Right.
And he would have been suffering for evil doing if he would have went and avenged himself on the ball
Mm-hmm.
in those men, because that would have been a lot of death. That would have been a lot of lives crying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yeah, King David has slipped.
He would have slipped on that one, you know. But
Good
the
dude.
Lord had him covered.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord still had him covered. Like, no, I got you. I'm gonna use this woman, and I'm gonna deliver you out of that shit because I love you, man.
Yeah, King David was. Remember, he was young too. You know, he had to learn a lot.
Yeah,
He was learning himself. It ain't like it ain't like he became king and then became an expert in
right.
experience of life. He had to learn as he went too. You know.
Yeah,
So that was a lesson the Lord had showed him, and I'm pretty sure that enlightened him on the things that he met in the future,
right.
where he would have slipped in that same type of shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, but he thought about, oh yeah, you know what? I remember that situation when the boy can't do it like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So now we're gonna go to let's go to Proverbs 24 and 29, and you could get 1 Thessalonians 5 and 14 through 15.
24.
And could you look up you can get the 1 Thessalonians. Could you look up that word patience? Patient. You go ahead, brother.
It's Proverbs 24 and 29. It says, "Say not, I will do so to him as he have done to me. I will render to the man according to his work."
Yeah. So we're not supposed to say, well, shit, what he did to me, I'm finna do it to him. You know,
Yeah.
because the Lord will get you, man. You know, it's not, you know, like I said, we fight in the flesh, man. You know, it's not easy to pull that back, so to speak, to grab yourself and like, nah, don't do that shit. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you want to let it go. I'm like, get that motherfucker. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to let go, man. But we got to fight with all our might because we know the stories, man, behind it. We know what happens if you go against the grain. If you go against what the Heavenly Father wants. The Lord will jack you up as well as that person.
Yep.
So we gotta use wisdom. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We were blessed with the wisdom. Let's use it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next script,
You said first or second?
1 Thessalonians 5 and 14.
So this is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 14. It says, "Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, and be patient toward all men."
Right. And be patient toward all men. Okay. Now, you get that word?
Yep. And I got the Greek word there. Comes from the Greek word hippone. Hippone. It says steadfastness, constancy, endurance. In the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Patiently, steadfastly, a patient, steadfasting, waiting for it.
Right. Damn, it was. Damn. It was something I was looking for in that. It's patience.
And what verse is that again, bro?
1 Thessalonians 5 and 14.
Okay.
Let me look it up real fast. It was something I was looking for. Not unless you just read it and it slipped my mind. So let me see. 5. You probably already said it though. Let me see. Patient. Okay, yeah. Yep. You already read, yep. Yeah, it says to be mild and slow in avenging.
Okay, yeah.
Slow to anger, slow to punish. Yep. So, you know, that it goes back, there go that avenging again, you know. And what did I title it? I titled it the Lord will provide, and vengeance is His.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I looked up the synonyms for that word in the blue letter.
Mm-hmm.
It says, is the temper which does not easily succumb under suffering, is the self-restraint which does not hastily retaliate a wrong.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Hey, see? Hey.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Right there. That's it, man. That's it. So we got to be patient toward all men.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It says toward all men. You know? So it doesn't matter if that's a whatever line, you know, well, that's a heathen. No. The scriptures say, be patient towards all men.
Mm-hmm.
If it be all possible, be at peace with all men.
Right.
You know, so that's if you calling yourself a man of the Lord, you got to know that part, man.
Right. Right.
You can't just know the deep things and yet this thing that you don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know, you going into all the deep stuff, but this you don't know. We have to be patient towards all men. You can't just avenge yourself on every little thing, man. The Lord is gonna get them, man. You know, for a lot of you young brothers that's just coming in, and you know, I remember when I first came in, man, I wanted to fucking kill everybody, man. I still do, but I have a little bit more patience than what I had, you know. Brothers could tell you shit. Hey, I'm ready to body slam motherfuckers, man. You know. Yep. Bible show.
It says, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men.
And all that what it's saying, that's what we're doing to the best of our ability. Go ahead, bro.
See that none render evil for evil unto any man.
Right.
But ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men.
And to all men. You see that? So, hey, if you don't know, now you know. The scriptures is telling us how to be righteous men, how to be the man that's pleasing in the eyes of the Lord, how to, at the end of the day, come out on top and not be looked at as, oh, well, shit, you done wickedness because you wanted to avenge yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible is telling us how to be, man. The Bible tells us how to be everything, man. In everything. Okay? If you don't know, go back to the scripts, and the scripts will tell you, man.
Yeah.
That's why I said the Lord guides us, protects us. You know? This is guidance right now. You know? So the next script is then we just got Thessalonians after that. The last script is hey, Ephesians 4:26, and we just gonna close in like that.
I got it, bro. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. It says, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Right.
Yep. It said, neither give place to the devil.
Hey, yeah. Hey, so be angry, but sin not. You know. So in that sense, King David, he was angry, but he sinned not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was angry as a mug, man. He was so angry, he was willing to kill every man that was in the family of Nabal, in the house of Nabal, man. You know? He was willing to, I'm talking about, you could just imagine. And when you get hungry, I don't give a fuck, man. When you hungry, they got Snicker commercials.
Motherfucker go crazy.
Motherfucker, what? He ain't the same. He ain't the same when he hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They give him a Snicker and she
What they
take a
call
bite
that?
of the Snicker.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker turn, he was like, he cool and shit.
Hangry. He hangry.
He take a bite of that shit. he take a bite of that Snickers, now he cool. Shit.
Yeah, he good as shit. Motherfucking turned from a monster. And
You
shit.
know? So King David was hot as hell. Hey man, don't play with a man's food, man.
Or,
When a brother's hungry, feed that brother, man.
Fucking, I'm thinking about them chicken sandwiches.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's another example right there. Them chicken sandwich dude jumping through the window. Like, what you mean you ain't got no chicken sandwich?
Yeah, man. I seen another one. I didn't click it though, but somebody pulled a gun out on them because they said they ran out of chicken sandwiches.
Look at that. See, that's
He
just
pulled a
wicked
gun out.
because they had other food there. It's not like they didn't have nothing. It was just no food nowhere else.
No chicken sandwich. You could take the biscuit and get a breast and you know make your own chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
man. Jake is crazy.
Yeah. So he he willing to go to jail 10 to life for a goddamn crispy chicken sandwich, man.
Yeah.
Oh, with pickles on it.
What you want for?
Yeah, them shits gotta have something
Yeah.
in it. It's pumped with something. Or really it just got a demon on it.
Yeah, that's a demon.
It
you
just
know?
it ain't even gotta necessarily have something on it. It just got a demon behind it.
Hey, so if you get mad at a motherfucker, just don't sin, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't sin. You can be angry, but sin not. Let the Lord do the repaying, the justifying. You know what I'm saying? Let the Lord repay them. And at the end of the day, the Lord is going to repay them, man. You know?
I got that scripture. That scripture in the NLT.
Yeah.
It says, "And don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil."
Oh, look at that. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you angry, you tend to do shit that you wouldn't normally do. That's when you get weak, is when you angry.
Yeah. It's I like to call it a blindfold.
It's a blindfold.
That's what I like to call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a blindfold. You get sort of weak when you angry, man, because you tend to want to all you thinking about is revenge.
You stop reasoning.
You start reasoning like, no, fuck that. You know? So we must have better control of ourselves, being able to control your spirit, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And have faith. That's the key. Have faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. The Lord's gonna fight our battles. The Lord's gonna provide for us. The Lord's gonna look out for us.
Right.
We don't need to do nothing, baby. We here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord got us, man. You know? So hey, if brothers got anything else?
Because just one quick
come
one.
on, yeah.
Sirach 1:22, it says, "A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall he be. For the sway of his fury shall be his destruction."
Ooh, the sway of his that was
Yeah, that was it. Right there,
Yeah,
what we were just saying.
the sway of his fury shall be his what?
His destruction.
His destruction, man. You know? So in your anger, sin not.
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, it's easier said than done because we all been put in that situation to where we like, man, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah. Fuck it.
You know,
Hard,
no, this
quick.
motherfucker need to pay.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know, hey, we all fighting this flesh, you know. Hey, shit, Lord will, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is with us, you know what I'm saying, in all of our decision making.
Right.
And that you have, the Lord bless you to have a level head in that time of your anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't go off,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yep.
And, you know, maybe we could read a couple of scriptures that the brothers put on and just close them.
Yeah.
There's a GMS humble intentions, Proverbs 25:28. He that have no rule over his tongue, over his own spirit, is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Hey, that's true, man. You gotta have control of your spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just being a man in his truth. You know, how can you not have control of your own spirit, but you want to have control over other people's spirits?
I know, right?
You know,
You want to tell the next man how
you want to tell the next man what to do and what he cannot do. You want to have slaves, right? You want to be a ruler, but you can't rule your own spirit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was a beautiful scripture. Here's another one from the same brother. Proverbs 14 and 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. Woo! And a man of wicked devices is hated.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's on point. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly. You know what I'm saying? And you will deal foolishly. You'll make the wrong decisions. Like I said earlier about a man coming in the house, he got a million holes in the house, in the walls and shit. And then after he fucking calmed down and shit, he look at the walls like, damn, that's gonna cost. He adding it up and shit. Like, goddamn, I gotta get shit.
Time,
I gotta get paint, time,
putty,
On top of that,
all that shit.
his knuckles bleeding and shit.
Oh yeah, them shits is swollen.
You know? So yeah, what's the point, man? What is the point?
Socking, throwing shit.
You know? Hey,
Throwing his own shit.
let's see who else. Let's get another brother. Let me see where the brothers at. Exodus. This is GMS Shirah 20. Exodus 23 and 9. Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. That's right. You know, we were strangers in the land of Egypt, so we know how it is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you supposed to try to be peaceful with all men. All men. Okay? And hey, like I said, the Lord will provide. The Lord is gonna fight. I mean, the Lord will provide, and vengeance is his, man. So at the day, everything we're gonna leave in Yahweh Shema Shai's hands. Okay?
Right.
So with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this truth. You know, Lord willing, you brothers was edified with this lesson.
Yeah.
All right, brothers. Hey, stick in the faith, man. Hey, you know, have that humble mindset. You know what I'm saying? Know how to control your spirit. Okay? With that, shalom, brothers. Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.